We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Hello, darlings! Happy Dragon Age Day! There are things Flemeth has told us in previous games that predicted missions as well as aspects of the next game.
Much as I expected.
And gave us clues to her character and into the lore and world of Thedas that we may expect to discover.
Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember.
So here's a deep dive into what Flemeth tells us about Dragon Age 4.
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
In Dragon Age Origins, Flemeth indicates she foresees things and indicates to the greater scheme of things.
But it is not I who decides.
Is it then Solas who decides? Mythal? Or both Solas and Mythal? Or another entity?
So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
She believed in the hero of Ferelden.
This blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Was this to do with, in particular, Urthemiel? Or with the spread of the blight, the spread of the taint, as we're seeing both in image and video concept art for Dragon Age 4?
You must succeed.
Or is she speaking more of the origin of the blights, that the lore behind it is greater even than the Magisters who assaulted the Golden City and spread the taint as the first Darkspawn? So does it go all the way back to the Evanuris? Is this a hint?
The truth, as if it were nothing. No, far better the lie. Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love.
Mythal was the mother. The lies are of Fen'Harel having slain her, which now we know it was the other Evanuris who slew her.
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
Upon declaring her death to her,
it is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps.
She's fought before. She's evaded death before. She evaded death here and returned in Dragon Age 2. I believe that she'll also evade death again and return in Dragon Age 4. I don't know how many times she's done this, but the indication is that she knows this dance so well and she has evaded death many times before and perhaps will again many times in the future. This year for Dragon Age Day 2021, the team is raising funds for the charity AbleGamers, where all proceeds go towards helping gamers with disabilities get the special equipment they need. And if you select the reward Short Fic by Binky, you get a fanfic with the characters of your choice, written by me. The Tiltify fundraiser is live and will remain so until December 18th, 11:45 p.m. Pacific.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon.
Indicating Mythal may be a dragon, as Solas is a wolf, Gillanane a hala, Falondine an owl, or all Evanuris can become or are dragons. This definitely here is referring to Mythal within her. The curious thing about this is also that the ancient old gods were also dragons. And so for her to be carrying an ancient god within her and for her to perhaps actually be a dragon indicates that there is more to the lore regarding the Evanuris and the old gods, and I personally believe the link between the two / between the old gods and the forgotten ones we have yet to discover.
Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you.
It shook as the champion took down the Arashok. It shook when the Chantry blew up. It also shook when the Conclave blew up, and even if Hawk wasn't there, the events. It shook the people, and Hawk was central to the journey into the Fade. the truth also shakes and can shatter the lies that people believed for so long. And the truth will shake in Dragon Age 4 as well as truths shook in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty.
Is it fate or chance? I can never decide.
In Dragon Age 4, will we be invited by a Flemeth from before the Dragon Age Inquisition epilogue for a similar ritual so that she returns in the same manner? Or is it the essence that she put into the Illuvian that will bring her back? Or did she send the essence to Morrigan, who will find her mother and bring her back? Or perhaps Yavanna or another Witch of the Wilds?
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Obviously, this is a play on words, but there are opportunities presented to the playable characters. Choices. If we fail to catch it, the outcome might not be as ideal. And so this opens to the possibilities that we've explored regarding Dragon Age 4 storylines, where if you save one section of Thedas, perhaps another will fall, and there may be opportunities for allies, but then you'll lose opportunities with other allies. So it'll be a game of catch everything you can to save Thedas, but what will fall and be missed otherwise?
I have an appointment to keep.
This was referring to the hero of Ferelden. The ritual involved bringing the amulet to Keeper Marithari, who knew what to do with it. Either she knew Flemeth or of Mythal.
Without an end, there can be no peace.
Is this about the end of Thedas? The end of the Evanuris for peace for the elves? Does this refer to the past? The end of the reign of the Evanuris? The end of Lavellan? Or the future? Basically the end of Thedas as we currently know it. The end of the divide between the world and the Fade. When the veil comes down, that will cease to be. It will be the end of the Veiled.
The people bend their knee too quickly.
Elves are too quick to worship, as they had the Evanuris, and they obeyed them and were enslaved.
An abomination? This is no magic I've ever seen.
And you would know of spirits and abominations.
I'm a mage. Of course I know of such things.
Of course.
All she needed was for a small piece of herself to be in the amulet, and then a small piece of her can be elsewhere too. So all she needs is for a small part of herself to be somewhere else, to be alive, and to be brought back. How many pieces of herself does Flemeth have scattered just in preparation for these very outcomes of possible deaths?
I am a fly in the ointment.
She sees things, knows what others do not.
I am a whisper in the shadows.
And she herself is a secret and is secretive.
I am also an old woman. More than that, you need not know.
With her body petrified, alive or dead, she may still be somewhere else, to be found in Dragon Age 4.
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things.
Perhaps there is a piece of her in the Fade as well. If bodies are limiting, then perhaps a spirit form is more freeing.
I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
Flemeth's body is the fragment, so where is her whole self? Or is she referring to Mythal in this instance, where she carries a fragment of Mythal, but then her whole self could be in the Fade, or her whole self could be so scattered. Perhaps all the pieces need to be brought together. Perhaps that may be a mission in Dragon Age 4.
We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss.
In Here Lies the Abyss, we fell into the Fade, and Hawk was there, and that was a prediction to a mission.
Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Is she telling this to Hawk, though, or to us, the player? Sometimes it feels like Flemeth is speaking to us, the player, directly. This was the clear prediction of Dragon Age Inquisition with the Here Lies the Abyss mission.
Regret is something I know well.
When she says regret here, is she speaking of regrets themselves, or is she speaking about Solas? I mean, in Winter Nights, there was a regret demon that formed from Solas's regrets.
I was Solas first. Fanharel came later.
So is regret another name for Solas, a reference to him, to everything that has happened? Or just basically she's plainly speaking about her own regrets? All of Flemeth's regrets? All of Mythal's regrets?
Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul.
Again, is she referring to Solas? Is his soul poisoned by his regrets? Because in some way, his regrets created the regret demon that looks like the Dread Wolf demon form.
Well, that was unexpected.
You, of all people, should expect the unexpected by now.
Is she talking to the Inquisitor or to us, the player? Because we, as players, should expect the unexpected by now. And then again here, the unexpected might confirm her return in Dragon Age 4.
I heard her calling to me.
Or did he hear Mythal?
She said now was the time.
Flemeth can call on others, claim it is the right time for whatever action she's referring to, whatever that means in the moment. Mythal can call to others.
I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since. She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest.
With Solas taking Mythal's essence, it leaves Flemeth's body without Mythal. But Flemeth has pieces of herself that may be scattered across Thedas to bring life back to her.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning.
The truth of the Evanuris? Solas is but the beginning of what's to come in Dragon Age 4. But there's so much more behind that. He's just one Evanuris. He has lost control of so many aspects. It all starts with Solas freeing the elves and locking the Evanuris up and creating the Veil, which created Thedas. He's the beginning. Is he really then the end as well? As much as a lot of the lore is centered around Solas, there are other aspects. Maybe it began with the Evanuris.
A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age.
Mythal and Solas intend to end Thedas to bring the actual new age of the new restored Elvenon. To me, this says that in Dragon Age 4, the Veil will come down no matter what. And then the story will be around that.
Destiny awaits us both.
Whether we begin with the Veil already down or with the process of the Veil coming down. The Veil's coming down and there's nothing we can do about it.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
She helped the hero of Ferelden, she helped Hawk, she appears to the Inquisitor, and she's said to have helped other important figures throughout the history of Thedas. There is a chance that she will appear to help the Dragon Age 4 protagonist and nudge us in a certain direction in which she might prefer us to go.
They do not want the truth.
Because the truth is too earth-shattering to be accepted?
And I am but a shadow lingering in the sun.
The sun represents the Maker, but see here, we're not certain who the Maker exactly is. He who creates and destroys. He who created Thedas and will destroy Thedas. He who destroyed Elvenon. If she is but a shadow lingering in the sun, who is the sun? Is the sun the Maker? Is the sun Solas? Is Solas the Maker?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
Shake the Fade when the Veil is torn down. I'm counting on it to be happening already or happen in Dragon Age 4.
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen.
That were not in Mythal's design? Or truly, it all went wrong, and Solas and Mythal need to fix it now? Like Solas's plans went wrong, things happened he had not intended, and now new plans are required. And meant to whom? Or was it meant, but just in her design?
She was betrayed as I was betrayed. As the world was betrayed.
The elves were betrayed by the Evanuris who enslaved them. Mythal was betrayed by the Evanuris who killed her. Solas betrayed the Evanuris and the Forgotten Ones. His failures caused a betrayal to the elven people due to the creation of the Veil. Or is she referring to something else? Something more. The world being betrayed by the lies put in place to control the people and the truths hidden through the chant of light and other teachings.
Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged.
If Flemeth is truly dead, she cannot see Mythal avenged. Thus, she has to be alive to see it through. This has to be an indication that Flemeth will push the agenda forward to avenge Mythal's death. And so that plotline might be an important story-centered mission in Dragon Age 4. Maybe even the one the Inquisitor will appear in.
Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
In Dragon Age Origins, Flemeth referred to the fight with the hero Ferelden as a dance, where she needed to remember the steps. Steps she knew very well. So the dance may be more fighting, evading death again, but the music, if Flemeth calls to others, if Mythal speaks the calling, a song, the call, the song that the old gods sing, the music may refer to the call. The call continues. It exists so long as there are old gods, regardless whether they are the Evanuris or not. And if Mythal speaks the calling, so do the other Evanuris, possibly Solas. The song and dance continue as long as the Evanuris are alive, as long as the old gods exist.
I have no commands for you. Not yet.
She may call upon the drinker of the Well of Sorrows to help restore her, call them in their head through the song, as she called out to Kieran.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
This indicates that Morrigan may have a destiny that we may discover in Dragon Age 4. Flemeth confirms Morrigan passed her test. Morrigan will likely play a role in Dragon Age 4. Maybe she will restore Flemeth's body.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
Because Solas takes Mythal's essence. However, this does not solve Flemeth's life not being extended dilemma, which is why I believe the Well's drinker may play a part in restoring her. Why I also believe she knew Solas was going to take her essence, and that perhaps she was not going to be necessarily dead at that moment, but she was going to be MIA for a while.
If Mythal is a part of you, why haven't you helped us? We've called to you, prayed to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now? You know so much.
You know not what you ask, child.
As Flemeth foresaw the hero of Ferelden coming to her, she foresaw Solas going to her. She foresaw Morrigan and the hero of Ferelden killing her, and she planned her return in Dragon Age 2. She placed an essence in the Illuvian, therefore she planned her return in Dragon Age 4.
The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me.
Then Solas takes Mythal's essence. So what is Flemeth sorry about?
I am sorry as well, old friend.
About planning her return? About something that betrays Solas in the end? What did she do? What is she planning? And what is she hiding? What is she sorry about?
So long as the music plays, we dance. It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well.
I want to thank all who provided footage of Flemeth for Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. Shout out to Jen from the DragonAgeDay team for her Hawk and Warden. Let me know your thoughts regarding what Flemeth tells us of Dragon Age 4. Once again, happy Dragon Age Day. Be sure to visit the Tiltify fundraiser. All proceeds go towards the charity AbleGamers, providing special equipment for gamers with disabilities. And if you select the reward Short Fic by Binky, you get a fanfic written by me with the characters of your choice. The fundraiser is live now and will remain so until December 18th, 11:45 p.m. Pacific Time. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing. Magic, dragons, fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Maseranas.